Hot work is one of the most frequent causes of fires in the workplace. Thomas knows this because he was unfortunately involved in a similar incident when he was doing welding work for his former employer. He had been assigned an urgent task, welding various metal pipes. However, due to lack of time, several steps had been omitted, leading to an incident in the company. The first omission was the safety perimeter. Since the equipment Thomas was using produced flashes and sparks, the hot work should have been conducted in a fire-protected area. Otherwise, it would have been important to carefully prepare the work area and clear it of any combustible or flammable materials within a radius of at least 35 feet. Thomas found out the hard way when a welding spark inadvertently landed in a cardboard box that contained plastic building materials and was near him and caught fire. He had not taken the time to identify the risks that were present in his working environment and put in place the necessary preventive measures. The second omission was the hot work permit. It was critical for Thomas to have this permit before undertaking the task, as the welding was not being conducted in a designated area. In this case, a competent person from the organization should have issued a permit to ensure that the required safety conditions were met. The third omission of the organization was the fire watchman. While Thomas was welding, a fire watchman had to be present, but there was none that day. Nevertheless, Thomas's supervisor ordered him to weld the pipes. A fire watchman should have accompanied Thomas and positioned himself outside the designated area, ready to extinguish the materials if they caught fire. In addition, the fire watchman should have stayed for at least an hour after the end of the work to ensure that no fire broke out. The final omission in this incident was the personal protective equipment. Thomas was not properly protected when he was performing his hot work task. Although he was wearing his welding mask, he was not wearing the right clothing for the job. The clothes he had chosen were likely to catch fire because they were made of synthetic fibers. He should have considered pure cotton or pure wool. In addition to his welding mask, he should also have worn flame-resistant gloves, a flame-resistant cap or hood under his helmet, safety boots with a resistant outer metatarsal guard, and a leather apron. In summary, all these omissions could have been avoided if all members of the organization had taken the right safety measures and if they had been well trained on the subject. Fortunately, when the plastic building materials caught fire, the blaze was quickly extinguished and brought under control. More fear than harm. Finally, hot work is not without risk. A spark is enough to trigger a terrible reaction. So, you need to take all the necessary steps to prevent a fire from breaking out. To find out more, please consult our e-learning platform and catalog, as well as our training and professional services in risk management.